Welcome to Sports Live Media on YouTube. It's your guy Sports Live with a sports video today for September 3rd, 2025. The question today I'm going to ask, does the NFL have a law in place that governs when they can broadcast their football games? Interesting question. To answer that question, we will go to H.R. 9096, which was passed on September 30th, 1961, and has become U.S. Law 87-331, which is the Sports Broadcasting Act of 1961. So yes, to answer your question, they actually do. And in this, I've decided that I would read this act word for word for what it is. And it's a one-page document, but it actually does answer that question. Does the NFL have rules regarding when they can broadcast their games? The answer is yes, they do. So, an act to amend the antitrust laws to authorize leagues of professional football, baseball, basketball, and hockey teams to enter into certain television contracts and for other purposes, be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, that the antitrust laws as defined in Section 1 of the Act of October 15, 1914, as amended 38 Statute 730, or in the Federal Trade Commission Act as amended 38 Statute 717, shall not apply to any joint agreement by or among persons engaging in or conducting the organized professional team sports of football, baseball, basketball, or hockey, by which any league of clubs participating in professional football, baseball, basketball, or hockey contests sells or otherwise transfers all or any part of the rights of such leagues' member clubs in the sponsored telecasting of the games of football, baseball, basketball, or hockey, as the case may be, engaged in or conducted by such clubs. Section 2, Section 1 of this Act shall not apply to any joint agreement described in Section 1 of this Act, which prohibits any person to whom such rights are sold or transferred from televising any games within any area except within the home territory of a member club of the league on a day when such club is playing a game at home. Section 3, Section 1 of this Act shall not apply to any joint agreement described in Section 1 of this Act, which permits the telecasting of all or a substantial part of any professional football game on any Friday after 6 o'clock p.m. or on any Saturday morning during the period beginning on the second Friday in September and ending on the second Saturday in December in any year from any telecasting station located within 75 miles of the game site of any intercollegiate football contest scheduled to be played on such a date, if 1. Such intercollegiate football contest is between institutions of higher learning, both of which confer degrees upon students following completion of sufficient credit hours to equal a 4-year course, and 2. Such intercollegiate football contest and such game site were announced through publication in a daily newspaper of general circulation prior to March 1st of such year as being regularly scheduled for such day and place. Section 4. Nothing contained in this Act shall be deemed to change, determine, or otherwise affect the applicability or non-applicability of the antitrust laws to any act, contract, agreement, rule, course of conduct, or other activity by, between, or among persons engaging in, conducting, or participating in the organized professional team sports of football, baseball, basketball, or hockey, except the agreements to which Section 1 of this Act shall apply. Section 5, as used in this Act, persons means any individual, partnership, corporation, or unincorporated association, or any combination of association thereof. Section 6. Nothing in this Act shall any cause of action existing on the effective date hereof in respect to the organized professional team sports of baseball, football, basketball, or hockey approved September 30th, 1961. So, yes, there is an act that, because of this, does cause the NFL to not schedule games on Fridays or Saturdays from the second Friday of the month of September through the, what was it again, until that date in December, as it was mentioned. So, yes, the NFL has rules regarding when broadcasts can occur. Now, there are rules that also apply regarding this also in amended kind of ways. Like if the games occur on a holiday and stuff, that a majority of the games have to be played before such and such time, and they have to start after such and such time. So basically, a game on a holiday on certain aspects of things can only start after 2 o'clock, and a majority of the game has to be done by 6 o'clock. That's other provisions within the law. So yes, the NFL does have rules and regulations regarding when they can broadcast their games. So with this sports update today regarding the Sports Broadcasting Act of 1961, thank you for taking the time to hear about this on Sports Law Media. If you will, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the notification bell so you can be made aware of when I'm doing these sports update videos, when I have sports action videos, when I have sports education videos, when I broadcast live, or when I have breaking news in the sports world. Thanks and have a great day.